5 weeks into Operation Epic Fury, the war over Iran has taken a dramatic turn. At the beginning, the B-52 Stratofortress was seen as too vulnerable to enter Iranian skies, its massive radar signature making it the easiest prey for Tehran's defenses. Yet today, this 70-year-old bomber is flying nightly missions, dropping bunker-busting ordnance on underground facilities and returning safely to base. How did a relic of the Cold War become America's bomber of choice in this conflict? The answer lies in the battlefield itself. Iran's air defense network has been dismantled, its missile launch rate crippled, and its skies cleared by waves of precision strikes from stealth aircraft and allied forces. With the threat reduced, the B-52's unmatched payload, endurance, and sheer presence have turned it from obsolete to indispensable. It is not stealth that explains its survival, but the physics of a battlefield reshaped by relentless attacks, and that transformation is exactly what we break down in this episode. The B-52 Stratofortress, often described as America's flying bomb truck, delivers massive and sustained firepower. Yet in a potential conflict with Iran, it faces significant vulnerabilities due to its age, size, and lack of stealth technology. Its operational effectiveness depends heavily on suppressing Iran's advanced air defense systems first, making its use extremely risky without full air superiority. Iran's layered defense network, including the Bayvar 373, often compared to Russia's S-300, along with the Corded 3 and Corded 15, poses a serious threat and has demonstrated the ability to engage even advanced targets. Reports from Operation Epic Fury highlight how the United States deployed stealth fighters, particularly the F-35 Lightning II, to neutralize Iranian radar and establish air dominance. This cleared the way for non-stealth aircraft, including the B-52 Stratofortress, to penetrate Iranian airspace safely. The F-35 was tasked with locating and destroying mobile anti-aircraft systems that posed a danger to larger, less agile bombers. Both the Air Force's F-35A, operating from land bases, and the Navy's F-35C, launched from the USS Abraham Lincoln, carried out precision strikes against leadership complexes and air defense assets, paving the way for the B-52 to join the campaign. The B-52 Stratofortress, first introduced during the Cold War and flown for nearly 70 years, has given the United States both speed and flexibility in its strike campaign. Unlike earlier long-range missions that focused only on fixed targets, the B-52 can remain over the battlefield and attack multiple objectives in a single mission, including mobile systems and fortified positions. This shift shows that America has moved beyond the initial phase of weakening Iran's air defenses and now operates more freely inside the country's airspace, enabling sustained attacks at a far greater volume as the campaign intensifies. Carrying up to 70,000 pounds of ordnance, more than any other bomber in the U.S. arsenal, the B-52 can deliver a mix of precision-guided bombs and long-range cruise missiles in one mission. Yet despite its immense payload, the aircraft is slower than modern bombers and lacks stealth capability, making it more vulnerable to radar and air defenses. The fact that B-52s are now flying directly over Iran is clear evidence of American air superiority. This level of control allows U.S. forces to stay over the battlefield and strike targets as they appear, rather than relying solely on pre-planned long-range attacks. Still, air dominance does not eliminate every threat. Iran retains missile and drone capabilities and continues to rely on asymmetric tactics to strike back, despite heavy losses to its defense network. Early in the campaign, B-52s launched cruise missiles from outside Iranian airspace. More recently, bombers operating from the U.S.-run Royal Air Force Base at Fairford have been seen carrying precision-guided bombs, a shift that reflects America's growing control of the skies and its move toward closer-range strikes. And one fact remains: the presence of B-52s over Iran demonstrates complete U.S. air dominance, with F-22s and F-35s also at altitude providing overwatch. For more than 7 decades, the B-52 Stratofortress has shifted from nuclear deterrence to a flexible role in modern warfare. Over the decades, it has transitioned from its original role in nuclear deterrence to a multi-mission platform capable of supporting strategic strikes, close air support, and even maritime operations. Its ability to remain relevant across generations of conflict highlights why the aircraft is still considered a cornerstone of America's air power today. By contrast, newer bombers such as the B-2 Spirit are far more expensive to fly. The B-2 requires specialized climate-controlled hangars, intensive upkeep of its stealth coating, and extensive post-flight servicing to preserve its low observable characteristics. These requirements make it one of the most costly aircraft in the world to operate per hour. The B-52, on the other hand, relies on conventional maintenance practices and proven infrastructure, dramatically reducing expenses while still delivering massive firepower. This combination of affordability, reliability, and adaptability explains why the B-52 continues to serve as America's bomber of choice, even in modern conflicts like Iran. In terms of armament, the B-52 can carry a wide range of weapons. These include unguided gravity bombs, precision-guided bombs such as the Joint Direct Attack Munition, cluster munitions, nuclear gravity bombs, and long-range cruise missiles like the AGM-86 air-launched cruise missile. It is also capable of deploying maritime strike weapons such as the AGM-84 Harpoon anti-ship missile and has been adapted to carry modern smart weapons. This flexibility allows the Stratofortress to perform strategic attack, close air support, air interdiction, and even maritime strike missions. Its ability to mix different payloads in a single mission underscores why, despite its age, the B-52 remains America's bomber of choice in modern conflicts. 70 years after its first flight, the B-52 Stratofortress still dominates the skies, proving that adaptability can outlast age. In the conflict over Iran, what began as a bomber too vulnerable to enter contested airspace has become America's weapon of choice, delivering massive payloads, sustaining relentless missions, and symbolizing complete air superiority. Against a backdrop of missile launches, drone attacks, and asymmetric tactics, the B-52's presence sends a clear message: the battlefield has changed, and America's oldest bomber has once again become its most indispensable. That is how the B-52, a relic of the Cold War, became the bomber of choice in Iran.